Now, Robert, I would like to show you how the coding today is looking like. These are the requirements that I have set up for the Copilot to code. So you see that it is just plain English. I want to amend the models from where they are and backend, adding foreign key. So the key here is to clearly communicate to Copilot so that it knows exactly everything, where it is located, for example, for the files, and some of the things you know that may be tricky for Copilot, because sometimes Copilot has some confusion, so you have to remove all the confusion by mentioning these important stuff. So these are to be specific for it to do it accurately. So you can see that it's English. Then in the back end here, I have already pasted those requirements, and now you can see that it's working. It's telling me, let me check the exact content around the vessel ID. Now I need to update the search done function to capture the berthing ID and update the model invoice object to include it everything. Now it's up to me to just ask it if it has finished or not. So this is it. Let me zoom in a little bit for you to see. Yeah, you can see what it is doing. Now I'm just waiting. And now the below here are the files that are already adjusted. Now you can see this is the file that has adjusted on this line. It didn't remove anything, but it has added one line. So it keeps you on track of what it's doing. And yeah, I need to add a booking. So you can see sometimes it's caught up in the loop. Sometimes it does things, but it doesn't know whether those things have been finished, and it keeps doing them over and over again. And then it asks you whether it has to continue iterating through. So for you, you just have to test your front end and see if there are some errors. And if there are no errors, you just say it's okay, it is done. Now it's time for me to check whether everything is okay. Let me see if the backend is running. The backend is still running. And I think there are some kind of few errors. Let me see. Yeah, there's some kind of errors which I have to check why, and then I tell again. I go here again. I keep telling it there's a problem here. Then it checks for me. So for me, I don't go to fix it. I just tell it to where the problem is, and then it says, okay, I have found this, and now let me fix it. So I'm going to pause, and I'm going to resume when it has I have already found what's the issue, and then I'll show you how it finds out what's the issue and how it solves it. Okay, now I have seen the issue here. The issue is let me try to zoom in. You can see that this is the issue. Now I have to copy this line and then go to Copilot and say, okay, pause, because it's now keep doing the same thing. I'm just going to paste this thing, and then it's up to Copilot to fix it. I just paste this error, and then I press enter. It's working. It's working. Where is it, by the way? It's right here. It's right here. Now you can see that it has found the issue. Now it's checking the model and fix it. And then if I go to that model, that file that it is trying to fix, let me go quickly so that I find it being fixed, and the read time parking ID must be this one. Now we're going to see what it is doing. We're going to see that it must be something related to, okay, now let me see what it's going to do. The same issue, you can see that it has already checked somewhere else where it said the relationship is mapped the same column as a standalone feed. Let me fix it. So it has done now this one. It has now done this one. Okay, now let me see. There's one too many. Yeah, let me see what it has got. Same issue tool. Now you can see that Copilot is very intelligent to say maybe there are somewhere else where we have the same issue. Let me fix. You can see that. And so this is just a short video I wanted you to attract you to use Copilot. Now what you have to learn is just to know the basics of how doing things, or maybe you keep doing Lovable, but this one is very is more professional, and it's more interesting. Yeah, so thank you, have a good day.